And over at the lower house, there is a growing support for the chamber to resume its investigation into the Mamasapano debacle. Let's hear the details of this report from Freddie Abando.
The move to continue the Mamasapano probe continues to gain broad support from members of the House. Today, 130 members from the ruling majority and the opposition signed a resolution urging the House leadership to reconvene the investigation of the Committee on Public Order and Safety and the Committee on National Unity and Reconciliation. Thus, almost half of the 289 members in the lower house. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte, in suspending the inquiry, stressed the resumption will depend on the results of the reports with the PNP Board of Inquiry and the Senate investigation. Allies of the President see no reason to continue since the BOI and Senate reports are exhaustive to put closure to the Mamasapano incident. However, the signatories to the resolution insisted there are still so many questions not answered by the two probes.
All of us here, we have had snippets of the two reports. I have read most of the report of the BOI. Ngunit yung report ng Senate, hindi ko nababasa yung report, nabasa ko lang yung summary a few minutes ago through media. No? And so I'm basing my statements on the basis of these points. Over here, under me, it's not a regime of carrots and sticks. It's a regime of doing what we think is right.
Naniniwala ako, walang pagtatakip dito. Actually, yung BOI report, makikita natin sa administrasyon ito, very transparent.
The House probe will fast-track deliberations for the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law, according to members of the House Ad Hoc Committee on the Bangsamoro. Belmonte stressed, probe or no probe, the House is committed to the passage of the said law.
Yes, it is a priority. It's a priority bill, but let's face it, it is plagued by a lot of doubts, a lot of recriminations and so forth. So all of those have to be factored in, and even a person like me cannot just say things are normal with respect to those two bills. Those two bills are things that many people feel very strongly about. All we can do here is hear out what's happening, go through what is the process, but leave the final decision, as we should always, to the congressmen themselves as representatives of the people.
In the meantime, Speaker Belmonte dismissed any attempt to initiate impeachment proceedings against the President. It was the finding of the Senate report that the President was responsible for the Mamasapano incident. The BOI cited the President breaking the chain of command. The independent minority bloc led by Congressman Martin Romualdez is in support of the Speaker's stand.
In my view, he did not commit an impeachable offense. Why do I say he did not commit an impeachable offense? The only thing that can be faulted on him is the fact that he continued to talk to, receive orders from, and act through Purisima. Now, kamukha na sabi ko, ang tingin niya ron that is a common sense thing to do. Hindi ikakalat yung information at yung taong nakakaalam na rin ang gagawa nun. It is a fault of judgment at best, because from a clearly legal point of view, a person who has been suspended and on whom the order of suspension by the ombudsman has been served, should not be exercising those functions anymore for the duration.
None of us want the president to resign. I don't think that would be good, especially at this point. No. Sinabi ni Senator Bongbong, don't step down, step up. In other words, you rise to the occasion.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.